And we are live. Good morning, Crypto Warriors, and welcome back to the Gentleman of Crypto, episode 788. Today is Tuesday, August 31st, 2021, and I'm King.
And I'm Bitcoin Zay, and we are here to bridge the gap between cryptocurrency and the community Monday through Friday at 10-ish.
At 10-ish, and today's top stories. FTX.US acquires Bitcoin derivatives platform LedgerX. Retirees in El Salvador protest against Bitcoin adoption. Metamask surpasses 10 million monthly active users as DeFi continues to surge. Tennis star Naomi Osaka shows interest in Dogecoin, launches NFT, and iHeartMedia plans NFT giveaway ahead of major music festival. But first and foremost, what is going on with those prices? As CoinMarketCap was not working yesterday, what are you using today?
Oh yeah, so we jumping back on the CoinMarketCap. They got it.
Oh, they back to life. I had to use CoinGecko yesterday.
CoinGecko, yeah, I was gonna say me too, because it was down yesterday. But yes, Bitcoin is at $48,095 this morning, up 0.35%. Ethereum at $3,455 is up 8.5%. Cardano at 282 is up 0.14%. Binance Coin at $475 up 1.3%. XRP at 115 up 2.7%. Dogecoin at 28 cents is up 2%. Solana coming in at number 8 overnight at $125 up 25.6%. Polkadot at $30.10 is up 21% as well. And we'll jump over USD to Uniswap, rounding out that top 10 at $29.24 up 12.3%. So if you saw Solana start going crazy, Polkadot start going crazy, all the smart contract platforms go crazy, just remember the good guys here at the Gentleman of Crypto told you about all of this months ago, maybe even a year at this point, about smart contract platforms. So definitely want to hold those.
For one, yeah, let's point it out since we gloss over it so much. You know what, folks, we don't like to pat ourselves on the back, but we gloss over it so much. We started calling out Solana at least 5 months ago, 4 to 5 months ago. And we've definitely been calling out even louder on the public. Like we didn't even do it on the regular Monday through Friday show. We've been calling out on this show for the last 2 or 3 weeks, at least publicly. I remember when we did call it out publicly, I think it was still at $70 or something.
It was less than that way back when we first said it, but yeah, the last couple of weeks, it was at
the last 3 weeks.
Yep.
The last 3 weeks. My point is, people, for the last 3 weeks, even if you're new to this channel, you could have made you a nice bag the last 3 weeks. So shouldn't be any complainers. Everybody's up right now. Yeah, somebody said Solana, Kadeem said Solana then 3x since the gem was dropped. And that's the public gem. On the Talk Shop Live, I mean, it probably did 5 or 6x now. What's going on, Ali Pio, Scott Jenkins, Leroy Forbes, Michael Kennedy, Sergeant Mack, Chappie, Jonathan Dawson says Solana as well. There we go. Wendy Nichols, BK Bourne, Best Eye, Rays, Milto, Candace, L. Devum, L. Grit Gaines. Good morning, all. Good morning, all. Timothy Grigsby, Cynthia M. Flowers. Oh, nice. Alan Williams said when it was $29, I guess the call was made. There we go. That's a nice little pump. All right. Other than that, let's go ahead and get to the top story. As we talk about Solana, one of the reasons it might be pumping as well is stuff like this. FTX.US acquires Bitcoin derivatives platform LedgerX. People, this is huge news. I remember when LedgerX actually came out, it was huge news in of itself. But now it looks like FTX is continuing to build, grow, and take over everything as they acquire them. Who is LedgerX and what's going on with this deal?
Oh, man. So FTX.US is a United States-based affiliate owned by Sam Bankman-Fried. They are acquiring LedgerX, which is a crypto derivatives platform. A lot of people have been looking for a way to trade crypto derivatives, and it looks as though FTX, again, is buying everything they can to take over the entire crypto industry. This is eerily similar to CZ in 2017 when Binance first started taking off, buying up everything he can. So shout out to him. According to the announcement, the acquisition will have no material impact on LedgerX's operations, as the platform will continue to provide its current service to its existing customer base. The deal will reportedly provide FTX US with the ability to offer options and futures contracts on Bitcoin and Ethereum to institutional and retail investors. So I can tell you right now, that's going to open the floodgates. Absolutely. I mean, FTX alone, as far as their derivatives trading, even though it's outside of the US, is already big. When you open it up to US customers, who knows how far it can go. So I love to see this, and Sam Bankman-Fried is definitely the hardest working man in crypto right now as far as exchange owners. So shout out to them, and also shout out to LedgerX. They took a lot of years to get formed, and then getting bought by FTX is definitely an accomplishment.
Ooh, good question. Jonathan Dotson, at this point, should I buy Solana now, or do you think a dip will happen? Ooh.
Yeah, I think a dip. I think it'll cool off. Solana, Polkadot, everything that went up 25% in one day. But I'm gonna be honest with you. As far as altcoins and their prices right now, any altcoin you buy at the price it is right now is probably going to be higher by December. I'll just put it to you that way. So it doesn't really matter if you wait for the dip or because if it continues going to 180 to 200, I mean it just is what it is. But I would just say every single coin right now is going to benefit from Bitcoin.
All right, except the people, I guess, retirees in El Salvador protest against Bitcoin adoption, say it ain't so. Retirees and veterans in El Salvador are worried that the government will start paying their pensions in Bitcoin instead of the US dollar. I mean, it's crazy. It's like, no, we want to be slaves. What you mean freedom? Nah, hell no. You take that freedom shit, give me what we've been working off the last 100 years. Amid El Salvador preparing to officially enforce the country's Bitcoin law in early September. Oh, wow. Salvadorians took to the streets to protest over the adoption of Bitcoin as an official currency. First and foremost, I want to know who organized this protest.
Hey, if you ever seen Confessions of an Economic Hitman and how they go in countries and they round up all the local people to do protests, this looks eerily similar. It looks like when the IMF and the World Bank reached out to the president of El Salvador, and he was like, no, we're still going forward with it. It was like, oh, so you want to keep going with it. All right, so we can round up some seniors, get them in line and say, hey, hold up these anti-Bitcoin signs for the camera opera. Because if you look at it, it's like 40 people. Like, it's not even like a bunch of, it's not even like thousands of people would storm the streets. It's like 40 old people. It's like, we don't understand Bitcoin and we're concerned over the volatility. I understand that. The problem is, your actual currency fluctuates. Value changes from one second to another.
That makes no sense when you're talking about the Venezuelan economy. That literally, you're talking about fluctuations.
Yeah, I mean, Nigeria, Venezuela, India, go anywhere where hyperinflation has started. El Salvador is notoriously bad currency. That's why they want to use the dollar. The thing is, they just don't understand it. Again, they said knowledge and understanding of technology. And they said, we don't want Bitcoin and no to corrupt money laundering. That's how I know this is set up by somebody. They didn't get information about Bitcoin at all, knowledge at all.
They didn't get
money laundering,
volatility on their own. They didn't come up. They didn't look at Bitcoin and say volatility and money laundering together. Nah.
Like I said, that's somebody's feeding this message to them, and I think this is a media play to try and make it seem like there's discourse in the country. Look at this. It's like 40 people there. Like, that's it. And then they can take pictures of it, make it seem like it's all the seniors of El Salvador don't want it.
You tell me this young lady here knows about price volatility in Bitcoin as well as it being used for money laundering.
Not a goddamn thing. I think y'all lying. I don't see it. I don't think y'all really know what y'all talking about.
We're laughing. He just happened to be out the house today.
Yeah, but I know, right? It was like, I mean, they probably gave him $53. They was like, come on, man, just come hold this sign up, take this photo out. Because everybody knows in order to win a war, one of the best ways to beat somebody is to divide and conquer. So if the president is coming out with Bitcoin, but then it looks as though his citizens don't want it, they can say, hey, even your citizens don't want Bitcoin. They're saying it's bad for them, and you're going to do it anyway, blah, blah, blah. And that'll be the premise to get him ousted as president, honestly. So, yeah, we've seen this before in other countries. It's real slick because if I'm right, if me and King are right about this, then it's like, yeah, because this has happened thousands of times before. But if honestly, these 40 people got together and started talking about Bitcoin and don't understand it and volatility and shit, then I'm impressed. Shout out to y'all. Y'all did some research, but you're wrong because it's better than what you already have. So either way.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, this is, I don't speak enough fluent Spanish or read it enough. Or is Venezuela Spanish or Portuguese? I'm not sure what it is, but I don't speak enough. It looks like just straight Spanish. But yeah, they got all these no Bitcoin shirts on everywhere. Like you said, this definitely seems like it was concocted to me. I don't just see a bunch of random people coming out and saying this. Like a group of 40. It's just such a random group to come out and say this and do this. But regardless, even if this is true, even if they did it without any type of third party as their own motivation, it doesn't matter. Like Bitcoin's here to stay. Their arguments are null and void. We got to clap their arguments. I mean, you're talking about price volatility. Even though still 1 Bitcoin equals 1 Bitcoin, there is no price volatility. There's only price volatility for people who keep trying to price it in United States dollars. Like, I don't know how many times we got to say this, US dollars keep fluctuating. 1 Bitcoin equals 1 Bitcoin. There will only ever be 21 million. About 3 to 4 million are lost for forever. So essentially we have less than that. 1 Bitcoin will always be 1 Bitcoin. So that's a debunked argument as far as price volatility. There is no price volatility in Bitcoin. That's for all of you who are trying to figure out what dollars equate to Bitcoin. And then as far as what's the second thing they said? Money laundering. I mean, that's money laundering. 1 to 2% tops of total cryptocurrency transactions are used to launder money or do anything other than nefarious things, where the rest aren't. So again, if we're going to stop using technology because bad actors use it, let's also stop using that. Let's stop using ATMs. Let's stop using banks. Let's stop using Cash App. I mean, I hear
stop using boats. Because JP Morgan damn sure shipped over $1 billion worth of that good white stuff. Let's just get rid of it all.
Yeah, so many other things. I was going to say, I keep hearing rappers saying for the Cash App, they'll get the job done for you. So there's all types of things we could talk about that could be used by bad actors. But really, stop technology because of bad actor. What's going on?
Do you really think those people even know what money laundering is? Like, what group of poor people get together and talk about money laundering? Like, that's not a subject that comes up amongst poor people. It's so staged, man. It's so staged. It's fucking sad, man. Like, come on, man.
That's a really good point, though. I've never seen like just a group of people without money or a lot of access to resources be like, so this money laundering thing's getting out of control, huh?
Usually they'd be like, "Wish somebody would launder me some money." Shit, I'm broke as hell. Like, I mean, who they think they're fooling, man? This is such a this is a Hollywood production, man.
And here's the other thing. I will say this. People, PR professionals, public affairs professionals in the military, they don't or aren't supposed to get involved with any like misinformation and stuff like that, because they do want you to have integrity and be honest. Like, that's your strength as a public affairs professional. However, some of the strength of public affairs professionals, as well as MISO and PSYOPs and all that, where the value is at in the military is like, you can actually win a war without having to fight a war with these 3 different jobs, right? Or technically 2 different jobs, one was renamed. But with these jobs, you might not even have to fight a war. If you can go over a country and deliver leaflets that say, hey, you already lost, this is the score right now, we've been bombing countries, whether it's true or not, if people are uneducated and they don't have ways to communicate, they're going to believe those leaflets. You didn't even have to fight the war. So it's almost the same thing when it comes to this type of stuff. You get a group of people, you give them the messaging, blah, blah, blah. You tell them this. You go in, you talk to key leaders. It's called key leader engagement. Like, it's so many little things you can actually do that is like systemically written down. It's not like reinventing the wheel. I'm telling you. And this is one of the things you do. You go in there and you do something like this and you get them on your side. And again, the war is won before you even have to fight anyone. So I don't think that's going to happen in this case. But this, like you said, this looks exactly like that. It looks like a play out of the book.
Divide and conquer, man.
Because for this situation, it did not work. But if it had worked, if they were able to get hundreds or thousands of people at this thing to take this picture, they might actually be able to start a movement. And like you say, even upsert the president based off of something like this. And again, the war is won without even having to fight. That doesn't mean the fighting isn't actually happening. So I'm with you on this. This looks super manufactured. It's kind of hilarious.
Hey, man, like I said, for those of you who don't know it already, as adults, you should understand that protests do get produced by Hollywood, a lot of them. So this one is no different than other countries.
Casting company you get you. So you need some protesters. Literally,
casting right there, Beverly Hills.
We'll get you some protesters. We'll have your stands filled. What do you need? Like, it's casting company.
Literally $80 a day. They'll make you a sign and they'll send you on your way to go protest something. And then they take the pictures to make it look like it's a bunch of people. And divide and conquer works because now you think it's a big issue when in reality it was like one block of people protesting and then the rest of the city was fine. So one cop car always gets burnt and then a CVS and something else always gets windows smashed. Just so happens to be white dudes with ski masks. But yeah, none of this is planned. Like, come on, man. Like,
real talk. Thank you for the tip. Why is Moon River Polkadot flying under the radar? It's the interoperability link between Ethereum and Polkadot is making all-time high. I'm not familiar with Moon River. Are you?
Nah, never heard of
Way
it.
to come out left field, real talk. We'll look it up though.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll check it out. We'll appreciate it. We appreciate it. We'll check it out. Let's see. Crypto Report Hub. Thank you for the tip. Greetings from Phoenix. Ready for the Bitcoin in Black America event out here. Hey Zay, this is my way of buying a drink for you and the missus. Thanks for everything you and King do. And B Chain Squad. All right. When's the Bitcoin meetup in Arizona?
It's tonight. If you're out tonight, between 6 to 8 in Arizona at Fate Brewing, actually in Scottsdale, Fate Brewing. So yeah, come on out if you're in Phoenix, Arizona.
Let's see. Bohemian Garden said they look happy, not in a fight. That's my thing too. And I hate seeing this. You see, like literally go back through the last, it's like say 4 years. Look at all the protest videos. Look at any video where it's supposed to be public unrest, and just look at as many. And this isn't just for the police protests, like all of them. The Me Too protests, the Donald Trump protests. Look at every protest and look at how many people are fucking coking and joking, laughing it up, sucking it up. Like, not my pro. Listen, if I ran a protest, there ain't no laughing going on.
Yeah. I want to see no teeth, nigga.
Cameras out here, fool. What y'all here having a good time? No, we out here trying to make a stance. You out here joking and stuff. So I'm with you, Bohemian Gardens. Whenever I see people laughing and smiling or whatever at a protest or whatever, I'm just like, oh, okay. So you willing to put your life on the line for this? Then shut the hell up and go back inside. It's really that simple to me. Let's see, Rashad Perry. People close to retirement don't like volatility. They definitely are retiring quickly from my company because they are concerned with the future. Even my CEO is bailing. Yeah, I mean, I get it why people who are close to retirement don't like volatility, but it's not volatility. It's there, and I forgot to mute this. Is there a misunderstanding of the markets? Is there a misunderstanding of what Bitcoin is? Again, one Bitcoin equals one Bitcoin, so it's not volatile. If you're trying to convert it to dollars, then yes, it could become volatile. But I mean, it's just one of those things where it is what it is. For one, they already mentioned in the article, people don't have to do it. They can use the old school method. They don't have to download the digital wallet. They can use Western Union and get those high fees. But it's like me comparing it to a calculator still. No matter how you feel about a calculator and what do you want in there, whatever, there are going to be people who are going to say this just works, it's better, and they're going to use the calculator. So we'll see. All right, what else is going on? Metamask is in the news. Metamask surpasses 10 million monthly active users as DeFi continues to surge. Excuse me, if you were here yesterday, Jimmy Song was on. Shout out to Jimmy for coming on.
Shout out to Jimmy.
He basically was like, hey, if it ain't Bitcoin, it ain't right, DeFi included. However, Metamask, it says that the community and the market has spoken. Demand for non-custodial wallets continues to surge amid the DeFi NFT booms. Metamask has been a primary benefactor as active monthly users have grown 19-fold in just a year. Now, one thing I will mention with this Metamask article is just because they have 10 million monthly active users doesn't mean they actually have 10 million monthly unique active users. What I mean by that is I have like 3 or 4 Metamask wallets.
Yeah, I got at least 10.
And I use 3 of them like religiously. So then the 4th one's the backup. So there you go. That's 14 wallets between 2 people. So I definitely have to point that out. It's MetaMask. Like, yeah, people, you should have 100 of these wallets. Like, seriously, have 4 or 5 of them. You can't run out. But Ethereum wallet and browser extension MetaMask achieved another major milestone in August as its monthly active user base topped 10 million for the first time, further highlighting the growing demand for DeFi assets. Now, that part I will agree with. It does highlight the demand because the reason why I personally got more wallets is because some of the experimental places I go to, or if I want to try to, what's this airdrop that could just be a dust attack, like all this random stuff that could happen with your MetaMask wallet to be exploited. I do that with one wallet, right? I do with the wallet. Hey, it's $900, $1,200 in here, whatever. We're going, if something goes wrong, not the end of the world. For some of the bigger wallets, I don't do that with. So, and I use it for different things. Some I might use for the Decentraland, app. One I might use for my cell phone. One I might use for actual trading if I'm going to do something with my MetaMask. So you can have more than one wallet, but again, that kind of goes toward its user base, hitting that 10 million active users for the first time. And I mean, at the end of the day, it is a bullish sentiment. It's pretty good show of growth for DeFi. What are your thoughts on it?
Oh yeah, it's good to see because network effect. If you follow price, if you do technical analysis, all that's fine. But really, if you want a simple way to see whether or not the price and value of everything is going to increase, look at network effect. how many more people have joined the network or have joined the crypto market. And as it says here, they registered their 1 millionth active user in October 2020. And here we are, less than a year later, they're at 10 million. So they 10x in their network effect. And much of that growth was attributed to DeFi summer of 2020. Of course, there are a bunch of DeFi protocols with total value locked, 155 billion in total. And the liquidity market protocol, Binky, saw its TVL eclipse 1 billion less than a week after launching. So there is a bit of FOMO there for people. Whenever they see new DeFi projects, they jump on them early, just because if you're early and you buy a small amount, the risk reward is very asymmetrical on the upside, because if you're one of the first people to buy anything, if the price goes up in value, even if it just doubles, that's fine. That's an easy play right there. So a lot of people are trying to be first, rush into it, sort of like NFTs right now. People about to jump on at 8 on BV to buy it for $7 just to flip it for 20. You know what I mean? That's just how quickly the market moves. So DeFi, glad to see it, and network effect is definitely taking over. Everybody's going to have a MetaMask at some point, or have to, in order to operate. So shout out to them. This sort of becoming like the on ramp that, like everybody just kind of throws out there that you need to use, but we don't think about it. It's like, yeah, what if MetaMask goes down? What are you going to use? Because it's pretty much every NFT platform. So it is good to use.
MetaMask is actually solving the issue that, I don't know, Benny Lingram and Civic Keys said they solved, right? Exactly. Hey, Benny, are you going back to work anytime soon? Benny, yeah, we working on it. But no, you're right. This is what MetaMask actually aims to solve, or is solving as far as identity goes. Whoever really takes a hold on that market, I think it's going to be huge cross-platform identities. You use your Facebook browser to log in, use Google. Like as you said, what if it's actually MetaMask that takes over, which kind of has been on the crypto side. If it goes down, that would be terrible. Speaking of that, Sultan Shakir, thank you for the tip. Is MetaMask decentralized itself, or is it centralized like Ethereum?
Yeah, it's centralized. It's a company, and you can get it on Google Play Store. So it's always going to be a scale of decentralization, but it's decentralized to the point that when you download your MetaMask wallet, it's on your browser, on your machine. So they don't own your coins, like they don't custody it, you do. So it is decentralized in that manner, but it is a company. I can guarantee you if they got hacked, they would pause whatever happened, and as a centralized company, they would do that. So it's not a bad thing. I always say, if you think about these crypto companies, it's not bad that they're centralized, because every company is. But overall, it is sort of decentralized, but it is on a scale.
I was gonna say MetaMask is gonna clip that out and just use it for their promo when you're like, hey, they might be the future. They're like, Bitcoin, they said, hey, we'll send you a check home. Let's see.
Send me that check.
Trek said, get ready for a MetaMask token. That would be crazy. But I can actually see that happening because everybody's trying to make derivatives and derivatives. I'll tell you one thing. If MetaMask did drop a token, you know how huge that airdrop would be. Like, I know I'm getting 10 G's on my own. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm getting at least $10,000 worth of airdrop from MetaMask if that were to happen. So I know there are people out in the space who get like a 50K airdrop. So I don't even know how they would do that as far as, because you would have to go wallet use, which protocols you mean, like that would be a ridiculous airdrop, I think. For sure, entertainment, I'm with you. I wish I would have asked Jimmy Sung about the Raven coins. This is built on the Bitcoin fork. I'm with you, but I think I already know his answer. He seemed pretty. If it's not Bitcoin, he ain't with it. So that would be my answer to that. But I can't speak for him. We got to ask him, tweet him. Real talk, thank you. I saw this today. BB dropped today, Captain America and Spider-Man. I think it's 8 a.m. So if you're going to buy those, get ready right after the show. We've already shown you the BB collectible apps. Let's see. Bohemian Garden said Jimmy is an honest man. He had me shouting when he laid Richard Hart on the floor. Yeah, you all in the chat yesterday. The chat got cranked up yesterday. It was crazy. Let's see. Sergeant Crypto said, my boy's in El Salvador right now. And he said his family and friends and most of the people are for the Bitcoin revolution that's happening there now. Thank you. Exactly. This is what I'm talking about. When we have warriors on the ground floor, as Bohemian said, we need a positive media force to wipe out this fake news. That's what it is. This distributed system of news that exists now, where we have YouTubers, we have people on Twitter, we have all these people where it's just like individually not much, but yeah, it's like when you talk to them, they like, Sergeant Crypto, he's been around for years, trustworthy source. He's coming on F Bitcoin Fridays and share some information. I believe him when he says, no, I already talked to my El Salvador. This is the deal. That's the source we can believe. So I think this type of news and this type of information sharing will help debunk the fake media outlets. At least for us, it's the mainstream media we got to worry about. The mainstream media is going to be one seeing the 40 senior saying, oh my God, El Salvador is having this big Bitcoin problem. We need to get off it. So if anything, it may be more damaging to Western places like America than actually El Salvador themselves. So that is crazy. Buffalo Gal. Hello, gentlemen of crypto. I'm a newbie. Would you suggest I get off Coinbase and transfer crypto to Metamask? I would suggest you get off Coinbase and transfer it to a private wallet where you can keep it yourself. Hopefully something like a Ledger that has cold storage options, or Edge wallet, as Bitcoin, as they say, has been doing pretty good on your mobile phone as well. All right. Tennis star Naomi Osaka shows interest in Dogecoin and launches an NFT. What's going on with the tennis star?
Oh, yeah. So it looks as though Naomi Osaka is back playing tennis, and she is definitely jumping into the NFT game. She is talking about the Dogecoin hype, primarily led by Elon Musk. And in a recent Bloomberg article, she revealed that she's been in talks with her agent about cryptocurrencies and its possibility to pop up. Sounds like a noob. It's like, oh yeah, the price is gonna go up, so we should get into it. All right. But Osaka, she's also joining the NFT space by launching a collection of rare tokens before the start of the US Open tournament, which will probably sell out. Her sister, Mari Osaka, they had a 6-piece 101 NFT sold for nearly $600,000. So the highest purchase amount for one was $200,200, which currently stands as the most expensive sold by a professional tennis player. So with her popularity, and I'm sure they'll have some great stuff roll out. I love the fact that, you know, all of these athletes and entertainers are starting to jump in the NFT market because all roads lead to Bitcoin. This is just the way to get them there. So shout out to Naomi Osaka.
Yeah, shout out to Naomi. And then with that story, really quick, iHeartMedia also plans an NFT giveaway ahead of major music festival. Corey Van Loo, the digital artist behind Mike Tyson's NFT collection, will drop his iHeartMedia inspired lineup on September 14th. Now, it will actually be good to see what happens with this because, again, mentioning Jimmy, he was mentioning NFTs are good for people who are already celebrities like Mike Tyson. So it'll be interesting to see Corey Van Loo, someone who's not as known, drop their own NFTs and see what happens. But again, the base of this story isn't really to talk about iHeartRadio. I mean, this looks like a sponsored post almost, talking about their music festival coming out. But the important part is to talk about the NFTs that they're dropping along with it. So very cool to see. Shout out to iHeartRadio and as well as Naomi for that NFT. And last but not least, one thing we definitely want to shout out is Cryptovantage. Of course, you all here already know we have partnered with them. Want to put this link in the chat. They have been ecstatic about the amount of people who sign up. And it looks like we only have another week or so for you all to get your free signups in here to Cryptovantage. Of course, you can go to info.cryptovantage.com/gentleman tag crypto. Sign up for free at the bottom for their newsletter and their free cryptocurrency starter guide. In about another week and a half, we're going to be introducing, like I said, that month 2 giveaway they're going to be doing. The only way to be eligible for that month 2 giveaway is to be signed up for the newsletter. So make sure you sign up at info.cryptovantage.com/gentleman tag crypto for that free newsletter to be entered into a drawing for about a week and a half now at this point. Other than that, that's for the show for the day. You have anything else, Bitcoin Zay?
That's all for me. If you're in Arizona, Phoenix, Tucson, or Scottsdale, Tempe, anywhere around there, we'll be at Fate Brewing, 6 to 8 tonight, meeting up, linking up, talking about Bitcoin.
There it is. And again, this show is brought to you by Cryptovantage. It's a free resource for news and updates in the cryptocurrency space. If you want to check out cryptovantage.com or sign up under info.cryptovantage.com/gentleman tag crypto. And of course, make sure you check out that masterclass if you're still interested. Smash that like and share, and we will see you all